Right. What's up, people? Let's see here real quick. Hold up. All right. So, first order of business, like I said, none of you are going to be interrupting me while I speak. That's number one. Number two, I'm the accomplished, successful man. I'm the man who owns it all, has it all, right? I don't care how any of you feel about me. You don't like me, good. I was never here to make friends. Okay, that's number one. I don't know how I would have made enemies though, because I haven't done anything but be successful. And again, the only people who are upset and mad, right, are the people who've been like stalking me since the beginning of this YouTube escapade, right? Because before I got on YouTube, none of that was going on. I didn't have these problems. You understand? And then it's just so funny how like nobody's proving any point of nothing. I never talk about any of you. I talk about what's going on, and I talk about me and my life and what I have going on, right? So I think I'm going to be switching to kind of some James Bond theme, like I was telling you, right? Which I'm actually really excited about and happy about. I'm not worried about the whole Bat Cycle thing. I'm honestly relieved, man. I'm honestly tired of the whole Batman thing, like being 100% real. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of doing it. I'm just tired of the whole thing. I was tired of that janky thing. I mean, it's janky. Like, there's no way it should have been made the way that they made it. Like, it's too fragile. I need something that is more legit. And it's so weird because like it's not the scooter itself. The scooter itself is great. It's just like I said, then they don't do their job. Like they put it together janky. And I knew they were gonna do that. It's just common sense. I'm not worried about it. It might be fixable at some point later. I don't know. Like I said, the whole back part, I just had taken it off of the scooter. So it shorted the electric circuit somehow to where it doesn't want to actually run now with the throttle. You have to hold it. It'll kind of turn on once in a while. It's still being finicky about, you know, like acting like it wants to work. But this is the deal, I don't care what anyone else has going on. I care about what I have going on here, and I'll lay it out for you clear as day, okay? Because what it is number one, I'm not going to be disrespected. That's number one, above all. Number two, nobody runs my channel but me, and we're going to make sure that we reinforce that now, and people will understand. Okay, people all understand what it is. Okay, and I don't argue concepts of reality. I say things one time, and that's it, right? So, like I said, I mean, the point is this: nobody has any tactics that make me feel anything. Your weird tactics, your issues are your issues. They don't work on me. That's clear as day. So you would think that people would stop, but I guess they have nothing better to do because, like I said, they can't afford a hot dog. and they have nothing going for them. Okay. I don't have a whole lot of money in the bank. You want to pocket watch me? Go ahead. It's irrelevant. Money is irrelevant to who I am and my purpose. I materialize wealth. I just had like $30 transfer. All this is my money I worked for. And then I have a transfer of like 208 coming at some point. I don't know if it could come today. Probably by tomorrow is what I'm thinking. It's more realistic. And then I got the check that I've accumulated coming on the 21st. And I'm just saying, how is it fair, and how do you people think that you decide anything? I mean, you don't control my finances. That's clear with what I just said, right? Still should be sitting on over $1,000, maybe around like $1,200. It's not too bad. It's not, right? So, like I said, I'm trying to wait, and I've got some other stuff that I have planned. All right, I'm trying to basically get through to March, right? But everything is changing. I'm also building my business. Everything moves. Just everything, man. So like I said, I mean, I'm pretty chill, man. I'm a pretty chill dude. At the same time, I run the streets. For real, people don't have a clue who I am. And it is what it is, man. You know, like I said, the real doesn't do much talking. I am going to actually open the chat here because I want to hear what other people have to say. Just not you all. All right, let me see here. All right. All right. So the chat is open. I'm not in it currently, but if Agent Q wants to show up and donate, you're more than welcome. I'm still waiting to hear from Christina. She's going through major stuff right now, a lot. So I love you, and I just want you to know I love you, and I hope you're okay. And I definitely worry about you and definitely care about you more than anything. So please know that. I think she's going to be all right, and I think she'll message me pretty soon here. But you know, like I said, my deal is when I come here, it's all positivity, all love. That's all that it'll be concerning me. If anybody approaches me online with some weird stuff, people who try to follow me around, you need to stop following me around the internet. I mean, we've established that you're all cowards. Okay. There's no argument on the fact that you all are terrified of me. I mean, everybody is, right? Because I'm a gangster, and I mean, I'm a very tough individual, right? So, I mean, number one, once you back down and you're confronted one time, you back down, you're labeled a coward, and that's it. So all of you on YouTube are cowards. I'm not here to talk to people who are mad because I made them feel inferior because they are, you know, or whatever, you know, they're intimidated by me and my presence and who I am. Okay. First of all, just, scrap the whole Batman thing. Just forget about it for right now because I'm not even concerned about it. The Batman thing will come back when the time is right. And what you don't understand is it's a good thing because that's the legend of Batman. Batman cannot be operating all the time. That's number one. Number two, you know what's even funnier? You all talk like Batman's not supposed to be Batman. Like, you do understand Batman gets into a lot, right? But you do understand there's nothing fake about what I've done or what I'm doing, right? What I do as Batman. I mean, I really fight crime and stop crime. Like, it really takes a lot. It's taken a lot of money, and that's just part of it. Machinery that I have to use, like the Bat Cycle, it was never a deal of, oh, it's, I got to keep it good. That's not the way I looked at it. And for good reason, because I'm not delusional like you. I understand what it is. So when I say I'm Batman, I mean, I'm really Batman, bro. So, I mean, things break. Um, if you want, if you want to know the actual truth of how badass I actually am, okay, I mean, actually, like I said, that back fender, it was coming off, right? Um, Batman's so strong, and so macho. I just was like, well, where's the fender going to go? Because it can't just sit on the wheel because it's just going to stop the wheel, so I can't drive. And I'll be honest with you, I just ripped the whole fender off of the scooter. I peeled my whole fender. I ripped off the wire. Yeah. Um, so, I mean, it was funny as hell. Like, there was like a spark that went right at me and everything. I just ripped the wire clean out of the scooter. So, I mean, you all talk a lot, you say things, but are any of you macho enough to do that? No. And these are the real things that Batman goes through, right? And it wasn't a dumb decision. Like, it was actually pretty smart. It made sense at the time. And then I guess just the wiring, whatever, short circuited or whatever. It happens, right? Point is, I wasn't going to deal with the fender. There was nowhere to put it. It's connected to a wire. So, I mean, there's nothing else I really could have done other than walk it back and just leave it alone. And either way, that still leaves me without it. I still can't use it like that. So I was in a catch-22 as to what do I do, and me just being me and courageous as I am, I chose to do that. So it is what it is. Like I said, there's a lot of expenses in these businesses that I run. Being Batman, there's a lot of expenses, right? And you have to have finances. Now, I'm going to say this again. Number one, I'm relieved. I'm honestly tired of riding it. I'm tired of dealing with it. I want something better. What I really want is a motorcycle. Okay. And I want to get my license back and then get a motorcycle license, right? Which once I pay to get the license back, the motorcycle license will just be a class or whatever, right? It'll be easy after that. But what I need to figure out is just basically how I want to approach things next. My next moves. My moves never have anything to do with anyone in the public. They are not up to anyone. I do what I want to do. But I'm comfortable. I'm good. I'm lamped up. I'm content. I'm all right. Other than that, I want to go over this again for you and keep reminding you of it because you're in your feelings. Again, the chat is open, people. Right? So you can see how these people are weird. Like, y'all represent like the new generation because you just kind of sit there in your weirdo energy, right? But that's got nothing to do, right, with what we're here for and what we're doing. I mean, it just doesn't. It has absolutely nothing to do with it, right? Because normal people would just come here, have a good time. I'll even drop the link for you. That's what YouTube is for, to have fun. When you've got people on it that are unhappy and miserable and suffering with depression and mental illness or whatever, I'm sorry, but that's your problem. And what you're not going to do is bring that to my show. Now, if you want to spam a chat and that makes you feel better about yourself and, because you just hate yourself, I mean, again, that's your issue. You do your thing. Okay. I could care less. I'm not going to waste my time blocking it all. Obviously, I'm not going to waste my time just, dealing with you all who again are mentally ill and delusional. It's not what I'm here for. Okay. So I've actually accomplished a ton. I mean, like I said, I put Empower Network out of business a long time ago. I put illegal organizations out of business, hands on. I stopped a lot of crime, actually. Okay. Um, I don't know what you expect or what you all want. I don't talk about anything. I don't talk to y'all. There's nothing to talk about. I'm Batman. Okay. Now let's scrap the Batman thing. It was an awesome endeavor, and I'll do it when I feel like it. But I want to move on to being myself again, and you know, new endeavors and the next challenges, and new levels, new devils. Basically, what we got coming. So again, even the readings talk about how I'm kind of in a limbo period right now. So like I can't see on the other side basically of what's coming. Now I don't know. I have a lot of blessings coming. I don't know what that means, I am making some more moves for me that I think could help and are necessary. So we'll see if that pans out. If it does, it could change things catastrophically immediately. And like I said, I mean, this is what happens. I mean, number one, they don't provide any options. That's what I've always realized. What I was saying, I wanted to go over again. Let me grab this light in my pocket. It's turning on its own. What I was going over is, I mean, again, I had like 11 to I was working on getting to like 11 or 12 grand when I was working. I don't make my finances for the government. I don't make my finances for you all. I don't make my finances for anyone. I make my money for me, and I invest in my own businesses. Now, I've done that very effectively. Again, it's about the hustle. It's not about just holding on to things. This is what they're slow and they don't understand. So it was never about holding on to a bat cycle. Like I know everything I get might have an issue. It might break at some point. One reality you have to realize, anything that you buy is going to break at some point. It doesn't matter what. So I mean, would it really have made that big of a difference? I don't feel so. Did it cost money? Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, that's just part of life. And again, it just constantly goes back to the same case in point that these people, they want to act confused all the time. They understand perfectly what it is. And they want to twist everything that's real, and it exposes their hypocrisy. It exposes their weakness. It exposes the fact that they're not willing to deal with the harsh realities. But I am. So like I told you, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. Like, of course I was upset about it, but it's a normal upset. It's not like, again, I mean, I'm not going to even explain it to y'all, man. I mean, it just is what it is, because again, you have to really understand that I'm doing everything right. You know what I mean? And that's what I've really realized. It's not me. It never has been me. It's always been all of you all, right? All these people that don't want to see me win. All of these problems come from all of these people, all these haters, right? So things I have no control of and have nothing to do with me. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to be mad about it because I wouldn't give you the satisfaction in the first place, right? So, I mean, again, you're too busy talking in some negative energy. We don't do negative energy. We're all positive, right? So we're talking about what's really happened. I mean, it makes me a legend at this point, because when I come back as Batman, right? Like if I take a pause, right? Or I just do it every now and then, or if I just really just stop it for right now, when I come back, it's a huge deal. It's just like the movie, just like the Legend of Batman. So that's the way it's supposed to actually be, right? And it wouldn't matter if it was 30 years from now. It won't be that long at all. But I didn't invest all that money into it to not use it as a business, but I just want to change gears for right now, I think. Hold on. I'm listening. Yeah, I want to change gears for right now and, you know, switch it up a little bit and go back to being me. So everything will be 007 is what I'm thinking. Um, I don't care how you feel. Um, to me, what I did on camera there, that was a dunk. I mean, it pretty much was. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I got up and I'm going to be doing some plyometrics training to help with that, right? Because I want to be able to jam. Because if I can dunk, if I get where I can jam, there ain't nobody who can mess with me, you know? Um, but like I said, at the end of the day, I just think it's so weird because I've been fighting crime forever, way before I was Batman. And that's kind of my point is like when all these people were talking smack, trying to act like they using my name, whatever. I was doing bar security for years, man. There's a lot of people that don't like me out there from that. They don't like me because they're fazed by me. They don't like me because they're doing illegal activity. They don't like and trying to hide it and cover it up. They don't like me because I'm the truth. They don't like me because they know I'm the best fighter that ever walked the planet, and especially on 6th Street, right? Which happens to be a pretty big deal because I was talking to a dude here and he was saying, I told him, yeah, like I did bar security on 6th Street because he was talking about downtown Brownsville. And he was like, oh, you're good then. He was like, that's way worse. He's like, 6th Street is horrible. Like me, I'm desensitized to. I was the main dude on 6th Street putting all the work in. That's what's so funny. So when people say 6th Street, it's like, bro, that's my block. That and Guadalupe are my blocks, and everybody knows. Other streets I don't really care about. So at the end of the day, right? I'm James Bond. You're some peons, right? You're the peasants. And like I said, I mean, I just don't understand why people would sit there and want to hate because that's not what's going on in the public. There's a lot of people showing love. You see, I get honks, and that's why you just have that one group of people who look silly, right? Off to themselves, mad because everybody loved me. Everybody loved me and loved what I'm doing, right? So pay attention to that. Sometimes people will hate you because people love you. And that's very real, right? So let me turn the camera on so you can see me. So, I mean, I shave too. You got to understand, like, just what it is, man. I mean, we're not the same, clearly, right? I'm a boss. You're not, right? I'm James Bond. You're not. I'm Batman. You're not, right? Um, all of you seem to have this attitude online. I really don't understand it because they're all fake. Because in reality, they don't act that way. None of them. They don't act that way. They don't act that way. They don't talk that way. It's all fake, right? So, I mean, I accomplished everything I needed to, bro. I mean, that's what y'all don't get. Y'all are worried about money. Like, I don't have none. I have a little bit left. And I always figure out the next thing. But that's what I'm saying. My last job, it wasn't a job. I took it over. I made more money than the owners of that restaurant. Okay. So, I mean, I made every right decision. I know exactly what I'm doing. Now, I don't know about y'all, but for me, I know what I'm doing, right? So, I mean, like I said, we're not the same. Um, I don't know what this thing is about being mad that I have a girlfriend. Her name is Christina. She's going through something. She's been going through it. There's nothing fake about her. There's nothing fake about it. And it is what it is, right? And like I said, even if there was, that doesn't mean what you're saying. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't matter, right? They want you to play these online games with them. I don't do online games, bro. I'm a real person. You're worried about petty stuff. That's petty. See what I mean? The whole thing is petty. I don't care about online stuff. I don't care if somebody says, "Oh, it's that online." Who cares? I'm a real dude. I'm more concerned about reality. I don't care about the internet. Just being real with you. Somebody's pressed, obviously. All right. What's up, Scott? So they could type delusion. It makes no difference. Doesn't make any sense. Makes me feel nothing. Next. Well, that'll be coming. A tire. It's never really been a problem for me, bro. I mean, tire is easy. I mean, that's the point. We got to make the money first, and then I'll worry about all that. I'll be able to order suits. I'll get whatever I need. I continue to. So, I mean, obviously, I would want to dress differently, kind of. I mean, this jacket is kind of a 007 type jacket. It's not so much the attire, it's just me. It's who I am. Like I said, it's what I've done the entire time. I mean, when I did all that temp work and made all that money doing temp work, like 7,000 in a few months, paid off the taxes on that property, sold it for 100K. I was James Bond, was I not? I worked every day like 6 in the morning. They sent me out to different assignments. That's James Bond. When I did bar security, I was James Bond. I had James Bond like scenes doing the security in the bars. So the point is, all the attire and all that is irrelevant. Doesn't even matter. You feel me? But I mean, I understand as a fan why you would ask that, so that's cool. I respect that. But my point is, I'm not in any rush to do any of these things. So what I was saying, hold on. I handled all my business that I needed to. Everything's secured, everything's privatized. I got all the things that I need. Built the business. I got the things that I need for the business. Got the things I need to protect me, right? Because like that vest, I could take it anywhere. You know what I mean? Outside of places that don't want me to have it in there. I could take it anywhere with me to protect me, and I can wear it. So if I had never done any of this, I wouldn't have learned any of that. Right? It's about the experience and knowledge. It's not about keeping things. That's what I need y'all to understand and get that thought. Like, get rid of that thought, man. That's not what it's about. Okay? It was never about that because you're talking to a boss that knows how to manifest wealth. Don't worry about counting my pockets right now. Okay? Worry about the money I can make. Okay? Not only did I take care of all my business, I built several businesses that are all running, right? At whatever pace they're running at. Then I'm building the TikTok. It's going to be another business, right? I'm building 2 channels on here. That's a lot of businesses to build. That's why I wasn't really so concerned about the money because I know the money is coming. I got a check for 133, got a transfer 208 coming, 30 just transferred. Do the math. That's what, like almost 240. right? Then 133, that's like 373, something like that, right? Almost $400 coming my way. I don't know if I want to pay the phone bill or not. I kind of need the phone, but I don't want to spend the money. It's all inflation, man. It's all just the food and eating, and it's ridiculous. I mean, even if you get groceries, it costs a bundle. I mean, everything just costs a ton. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, how to do this and how to manage stuff. And that just takes time. Okay. It's not money managing, it's managing inflation. And everybody's struggling right now. I haven't really been. I haven't. I've been good this entire time. Right. So the objective is to open up new lanes of income. Right. Like I said, I think March is going to be a lot different. And I'm already working on kind of moving differently, doing things differently. I have a lot coming, bro. Trust me. So never count me out. That would be a mistake. Then the next check already has like 15 bucks in it, right? Monetize the live streams when I do them. If I don't pay the phone, I'll upload the videos, get the money out of that. I get money off all the shorts. I mean, there's a lot of different ways for me to try to make the money on YouTube. It's just YouTube doesn't pay right. And I'm going to keep pointing it out. Right? It's a job like any other, right? They should pay. It shouldn't be, you know, this little income. Because I average thousands of views. I do more views than all y'all on this network. I have a monetized channel, and it means something. And it especially means something to all these people. That's why they're so mad about it, right? Because it does matter, because it's a way for me to eat regardless. It's a way for me to make money regardless online. I mean, I'm making online money. These people can't say that. They can't. You know, inventory for the scooter stuff, I mean, that gets created through the currency. The more money I make, I just purchase more product. None of this is a hard concept. Y'all act confused about it because you're just mad about it. All right, now give me a minute. I'll be right back.